Hey there, Alicia Frausto here, and I just finished a digital sketch note that I took live during a 90-minute Zoom call and wanted to give you all a little quick peek into some of the content that was shared, but also the tools that I used and how the sketch note and visual notes started to transform over time. So let's take a look. Okay, so here is the pretty much finished sketch note. It's just really for me and now all for you. So I'm not going to polish it. I have sloppy handwriting. That is okay because this is just a first way to capture my thoughts during this 90-minute Zoom. And you can see that I use an Apple iPad with iPadPro with Apple Pencil. And the tool I used here for digital sketchnoting was GoodNotes. And the reason why is because I had already started a digital notebook for this particular group called the School of the Possible, which is a Substack community led by Dave Gray. And today we had a 90-minute Zoom call, optional, other creatives, self-employed, business owners, people that just wanted to learn some skills. And the content was about short form video and what we were learning together. So here is some of our conversation. And like many attendees, we thought that it might have been stuck at the what tools do you use, what apps do you use, how much AI do you use, what kind of camera setup. And it was there for just a little bit, but more of our conversation was actually around the why. And why are we making this video in general? Who do we envision our audience to be? What platform or what playground, online playground, do you want to post it in for the people that you are wanting to reach? And I think the one that resonated with me the most was this idea of a repeatable setup. And I've made videos in the past. My entire sketchnote course was made with video, so I learned a lot for long form videos. But when it comes to short form, YouTube shorts, I'm not a TikTok person. I haven't been on Instagram in years. And so I just haven't gotten in the habit. And sometimes I make it such a big deal to get through the first 3 or so that I give up and don't give myself a long enough runway to be able to see the progress. And we know that quality doesn't just happen on its own. It often comes out of quantity. The more you do something, the more reps you put in, the more you're refining and revising your process. And so that idea of building a daily habit or just getting started is really something that resonated with me from this conversation. And then another piece of this was there's no one right or wrong way. Some people talked about walking with their phone and having a conversation. Some talked about setting up on a tripod and thinking of who's their audience as if they're just turn on the camera and as if you're recording. And that idea of stage fright, even if you're just filming for yourself on your phone, we get panicked, we freeze. And so there's an element of vulnerability to all of this. Side note, if you're using GoodNotes, one thing I love about it is this highlighter feature. Where is it? The highlighter tool up here will actually put it not on an overlay, but in the background of your text, which is pretty fun. And so to get over that fear, partly you just start and then not thinking about a script, thinking about what are the key points that you want and making that as the main part of your message and thinking of all the words that fill up the sentences in between as sort of this conversational spackle, the glue that holds it together. And the final thing that I really got from this was this idea that when you start, you're really just making it for yourself. And as you start to share it with the world, you might find a few people who also are interested in going on that journey with you. But as you start to share, you're going to find more and more people, maybe already on this journey, maybe just new, wanting to learn. And that's how you find your tribe. And that's a conversation that I've had many times this year about kind of finding your people, finding your space and connection. What are those elements there? And so the last thing that I added in this visual was this gray arc kind of line. And that was from a conversation around kind of the dropping the pebble in a well, or dropping a penny in the river, or not the river, the pond, and creating this ripple effect that by the time you start, you don't even know where that ripple will end up. So that's my sketch note. I did it live during the call, 90 minutes. It's not something I'm gonna polish or make any prettier, because it's really just for me. And I would rather just use it as a way to build my skills and keep as a memory to inspire me to not overthink creative work, and just start doing and building the habit and the skills as I go. So if that encouraged you, let me know, drop a comment below. And if you are interested in learning about how to sketchnote, I have a whole self-paced workshop on that. Click the link in the comments. Bye.